so much, my friend and viewer, for choosing Munyiri Thagana's YouTube channel as your favorite channel of learning about teamwork. It has been my joy to walk you through what a team is. It has been my joy to walk you through how team functions. It has been my joy to walk you through the biblical foundation of teamwork. It has been my joy to walk you through in the previous session on the advantages of teamwork. That's what we covered in part 3. For today, we look at characteristics of developing a team. What are the characteristics that you as a reader should be focusing on while developing a team? Number one, you should be thinking about making your purpose clear. Teams will function better when they have a clear purpose. So in developing your team, think about the purpose for which your vision, for which your mission exists. Think about very actionable steps or plans which defines or brings out your vision and your mission. Secondly, it is characteristics, the characteristic of a good team, or so you'll develop a better team. The informality. Teams thrive better in informal settings, in informal situations. They feel more comfortable to function, not boredom, not environments of tension. Teams will work better in environments where they are informal. So thirdly, when you are developing a team, think about the participation aspect. The participation. Think about how you'll get more people to participate and more people to make decisions. Because everyone wants to feel important in a team if they participate in it. Let teams think about how the teams you are making will participate by all means, every person as much as possible, because participation is an important characteristic of a good team. And it is also important that number 4, that you learn to listen. How will you be listening? Think about that as you develop a team. What are the skills that you need to develop that will enable you to listen to the team? Because one of the most important characteristics of your team is going to be listening. Your ability to listen. The members' ability to also listen, because members like to be listened and to listen to each other. Members use effective ways of communicating, but the communication will never be complete unless people are listened and summing up ideas. That this is what we've been saying. Is this what I hear you people saying? And getting everyone to speak without interruptions and just breaking people's flow of thought as they begin to talk. Fifth, it is important that as you develop a team, that you think about the characteristic of consensus. Consensus. It is important that you think how will you be building consensus in decisions, because it is important that teams build consensus in decisions. That does not mean that people will agree on everything. No, people will not necessarily agree on everything, but it is important that they build a consensus on the decisions that they are going to make. Sustainable kind of consensus, so things that can be continued, not something that one or two people or you yourself makes as the decision there. It is also important, number 7, that you think of open communications. Good teams have characteristic of open communications. What is going to be your communication to keep it open so that people feel part of it? The other characteristic to consider is to make sure that the roles of your teams are clear and the work assignments are clear. If you are developing a team, ensure that you are thinking of how you clarify the roles and work assignments so that there is no conflict, so that people don't feel like they are wasting their time, so that there are no overlaps that might lead into conflicts, so that people do not feel probably blamed for an assignment that was not clear. It is also important that as you develop a team, or thinking of developing a team, that you have shared leadership. Who is going to be leading what team? Who is leading what team? Like in GOA, we have very many teams. We have a team of board of directors, an independent board of directors, which is a governance team. And in this team, we have a chairman, the chair of the board, and we have people who focus on treasury, how to provide oversight. Some are gifted in human resource and they bring that insight there. Others are gifted in legal aspects and they help with that. So it is important that we have shared leadership in terms of the skills that people bring. In GOA we have teams, compassion teams and integrity, discipleship teams, peace teams, administrative teams. I mean, all kinds of teams, but they are shared leadership in each aspect of those. It is important when you are thinking of building a team to think about how the external relations with the team. Like in GOA, we have all those teams and how they all come together through their team leaders. But then we also have external teams that are even outside the country, Switzerland, United States, Burundi, Congo, outside, which are even very different, even culturally. They are external. So external relations are so important. How do we relate externally? How does each team relate outside itself with the other teams, so that there is no kind of a Tower of Babel among the teams where they are really not moving towards the same direction. So that is something that is very important to think about. And also it is very, very important to think of a team in terms of getting the assessment. Make it clear how you're going to assess the teams. How will they know they are succeeding? How will the teams know that they are achieving what they need? So my friend, thank you very much. I hope this point will help you in knowing the characteristics of developing a team, so that as you think of developing a team, or you are already a team, you can assess it in terms of functionality and effectiveness by ensuring that you have those characteristics very, very clear. Clear purpose, informality, participation, listening to members, civilized disagreement, if there's going to be disagreement, consensus decisions, open communication, clear roles and work assignments, and shared leadership, and also very strategic way of dealing with external relations. May the Lord bless you and the Lord be with you. I look forward to moving on with you, where we shall probably look at more on specific teams. We can even do a case study of GOA teams and how they function, and how the Lord has helped us to do teamwork in the past 30 years, and how we'll continue to do more teamwork in the future. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord be with you. Give me feedback. Give me feedback. Send feedback to me. Is this benefiting you? What is it that you think is working very well for you? And what is it that you think we can do differently to move you to the next level? Remember, this series came on request out of public demand for people who felt that I need to share what I have learned through my ministry in the past 30 years and share it with the future generations. And we'll continue doing that. We have 1 or 2 more sessions before we wind up teamwork and then venture in another area. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord be with you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.